Well, as always, we try to bring you the most interesting and eclectic names and minds in the world of professional wrestling, and I can think of no one that is more eclectic than our guest tonight from $5 Wrestling, the man himself, one of the biggest internet celebrities in sports entertainment, Freight Train. Freight Train, are you there?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Thank you for joining us tonight, Freight Train. I know you're joined by someone that's with you there, right?
Yeah.
Jake Manning's with you?
Yeah, Jake Mandy.
Yep, that's me for a train. Yeah, that's me. I'm with him tonight, as usual.
Wonderful. You're kind of like his handler?
I always equated to, like, Andre the Giant and Tim White. Like, Tim White was always the guy that drove Andre around, so I'm kind of like his Tim White. But he is definitely my Andre.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely not.
And if you're a big fan of $5 Wrestling, that I know a lot of people out there are, I know we are on the show, Jake has one of the best jobs, I think, in the wrestling world. He does all of the interviews backstage for all the great talent in $5 Wrestling. You'll also see Jake doing some camera work on the outside of the ring if you look close enough. So, Jake, thank you very much for coming in and assisting us tonight. But Freight Train, a lot of people want to hear what you have to say. You are one of the most outspoken people in the wrestling business. And so what I would like to do is just give you a couple of names of people in the wrestling world that you might be able to give your views on, if that's all right with you.
That's okay.
Well, why don't we start at the very top with maybe the most important man in the wrestling business. You've talked about him before on some interviews. How do you feel about the WWE owner, Vince McMahon?
I feel like Vince McMahon need to do more of a good job to get WWE more professional, more successful, and more material. Because right now, his ratings down a little bit, and Vince McMahon be having all them set scenes on there, don't have too much wrestling scenes. Be wanting people to kiss his dirty little butt and stuff. And his butt have brown stuff on it like he done boo-boo on himself. I think Vince McMahon, I give him credit. He know how to sell out every basketball arenas and stuff. I give him credit for that, but he need to do more things to get his ratings to go up more and get more fans to start watching again.
I think we all agree with you on that, Freight Train. Now, if you got the call from Vince or John Laurinaitis and they wanted to bring you up to WWE, would you say yes, or would you want to stay with $5 Wrestling?
I can say yes if they offer me the money to come.
So basically, Freight Train, if they show you the money, you'll go?
Yeah, I go if they show me the money. The money where I want to be paid.
But for right now, you're with $5 Wrestling.
Yeah, right now with $5 Wrestling.
Okay.
And I'm sure everyone at $5 Wrestling is very thankful that they have, someone like you. You're basically the biggest star in the company. You're the John Cena of $5 Wrestling. So how do you feel about your counterpart in WWE? Do you have any thoughts on John Cena?
Yeah, I have a thoughts on John Cena. I know John Cena like to wrestle a lot. He do more acting, making commercials, movies, and CDs and stuff. But when he not wrestling, he be out making movies or making a new commercial, be out doing other stuff and making rap videos.
Yeah, but are they good rap videos, Freight Train?
Yeah, they're good rap videos. I've seen a couple of them.
But no MC Hammer, right?
No MC Hammer.
That's your favorite rapper, right? MC
That was
Hammer?
my favorite rapper, MC Hammer.
Okay, we've talked about that before.
I think everybody, in fact, we do actually do a show before this where we do a lot of music stuff, and MC Hammer actually got a mention on there tonight.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
So we're keeping it in the family there.
Yes, yes, very good. We've had many musical conversations between me and Freight Train. So,
yeah, I met MC Hammer about 6 years ago at Speed Street in Charlotte, North Carolina. When he got off stage, when the fans wanted his autograph, he didn't have no pen to write with. He asked any of us, do we have a pen? I let him use my pen for about 5 minutes so he can sign autograph. He told me to stand right beside him so I can get my pen back. I stood right beside him and made sure all the autograph got signed. He gave me my pen back. I shook his hand and talked to him for 2 minutes.
That's great. I mean, that must have been really exciting for you to meet someone like MC Hammer.
Yeah, it was.
Well, continuing on with, some of the big names, one of the people involved with $5 Wrestling, of course, is Colt Cabana, and it's no secret that Colt Cabana's best friend, or certainly one of his best friends, is CM Punk, who's currently at the top of the mountain, basically. And we feel pretty confident that you will be able to teach CM Punk some things if you got in the ring with him. Is there anything? He may be out there listening tonight. I know CM Punk's a big fan of future endeavors. Is there anything that you would want to say to CM Punk if you had the opportunity?
Yeah. I'll have to tell CM Punk I know he's a good wrestling stuff when it comes down to business. If he has to face me, it's going to go from there. I'm going to have to show him what's up.
Well, also, Freight Train, one of your classic lines, "Smooth Belly," came from a promo that you cut on CM Punk. Do you remember that? That promo?
I remember that promo I cut on CM Punk on $5 Wrestling Volume 2, and I told him to take the WWE title away from him and put it down my smooth belly. I said he'll go home to Chicago, Illinois, crying to his mama and daddy, and they're going to be something like this. "Mama, I want my belt back. I got beat by this big guy named Freight Train. What I can do to get it back?"
Now, with that smooth belly, is that a naturally smooth belly, or do you do a little manscaping?
That's a national smooth belly.
So you don't do any waxing or nothing like that?
Nope. I just do sit-ups.
No, but I'll tell you the one thing about. Oh, sorry, I hate to butt in, but let me tell you one thing about Freight Train though. He is probably the nicest dressed I've ever seen him before. I wish we were doing a video interview right now because he's got he just came from church. So what color are you wearing, Freight Train? Is it?
It's yellow.
It's a yellow like suit. More like a kind of like a jumpsuit type thing. It's got the matching pants and the matching shirt. So he's decked out in kind of like a cream color yellow, and of course he's nicely shaved and his hair's all done, and he's got his nice watch on and his nice shoes, and he's probably quite a well-groomed man right now, and pretty well kept. But I've never seen him dressed this nice before.
Well, we feel honored for that then.
Oh yeah, he dressed up for this radio interview. It's great.
That's really exciting. I'm speechless at this point. I'm with anticipation and excitement. But maybe most important for you, Freight Train, I want to talk about some of the people that you have some problems with down there in $5 Wrestling. I know there's a guy down there named Dynamite, and the two of you just you don't seem to be getting along very much. Do you have a problem with him personally? Is he at your level like he seems to think he is, or is he just a wannabe Freight Train that a lot of fans really feel that that's what's going on?
He'll want to be Freight Train. He's jealous of Freight Train because Freight Train been in the business longer than him, and Freight Train that came up to the top, and he haven't.
Yeah, but also, Freight Train, there's been a lot of stuff back and forth between you two, and I don't mean to start anything, especially on this interview, but he actually called me earlier in the day, and he was rather upset that he wasn't going down to the Wrestle Reunion in Miami, where we're going to be at in a couple of weeks, and he's upset and asked why he's not going down, and I told him that he wasn't booked. You were booked by Wrestle Reunion to go down there, and he was rather upset by that and thought that he should have been the one going down there instead of you, Freight Train.
Yeah, but that's all good. I'm going down there. He should know maybe it's not his time to get deep into the wrestling business.
Yeah, but he thinks differently. He thinks he's better than you, and he's always trying to cut you down. And I don't like it when he cuts you down because you shouldn't be treated that way.
Yeah, but he ain't better than nobody. If he was better, why he don't get no bookings like I do? Why he not on TV or on Facebook, on the internet like I am?
He's probably busy sucking on girls' toes is what he's doing.
He's probably busy sucking on toes, eating fried chicken all the time. That's why he can't get nothing done.
They used to say that people would go to the Terry Garvin School of Self-Defense. Sounds like Dynamite might have gone to the Tony Atlas School of Self-Defense here.
He might have.
Sucking on toes.
Yeah. If you look at his Facebook, he said I had a long discussion with Dynamite explaining to him that what you put on Facebook, other people can see. He didn't realize that, so he thought that was just him, but it's all over his Facebook page.
Yeah, he loves sucking women's toes and stuff.
That's not the kind of thing you want to have in a nice family program like $5 Wrestling, though, right?
No. He's been warned. He's been warned several times. So, but I mean, he tells me he does it at church. So, I mean, I don't have too much of a rebuttal then. So.
Well, it seems like he does everything at church. He won his title at church during the Tournament of Champions.
Yes, he won his church, and of course,
Yeah, he won at No Walls Ministry in Charlotte, North Carolina, from a CWE show 3 years ago.
Yeah, so I mean, he does everything at church. He passes out his promo DVDs and everything, and he does everything at church. But
now, Freight Train, if you're down near Charlotte, who is a bigger star in Charlotte, the Charlotte area? You or Ric Flair? You can be honest with us.
It might be Ric Flair, because he's been out longer than me, and he well known in Charlotte.
Well, Freight Train.
Then I'm getting well known too.
Yeah, but Freight Train at the same time too. Anytime I wear a Ric Flair T-shirt in Charlotte, I get cussed at and say I don't like that guy. But every time I wore one of your shirts, people get a smile on their face, whether they know you or not. So more people may know Ric Flair, but that don't mean that's a good thing. That most people know him for bad reasons. I think there's a lot of people that know you for good reasons. So don't sell yourself short.
Yeah, I'm not, because I know there was a lot of Ric Flair fans in Charlotte one time till he started getting in trouble with all that DWI, driving drunk and stuff, going down I-77 north, chest-chopping peoples and stuff.
Chest-chopping, like the police officers?
Yeah, he chest-chopped this man right out on I-77 on the other side. When you get on your right hand and go near the woods, he got out and chest-chopped the guy at night and put him in the figure four.
Is that what he did?
Yeah, that's what he did.
So just some guy on the side of the road that you had road rage, you just chest-chopped him?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember reading that story, but that probably happened.
Yeah, it happened, but Edge did that on Raw one night when they was in Charleston, South Carolina. He was trying to show all the fans how Ric Flair did that road rage on I-77.
Okay, so he was accurately depicting what had happened, according to the police report.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the police said the man sued Ric Flair for it, too.
Mm-hmm. Well, a lot of people, he wouldn't be the first to sue him, that's for sure.
No, not at all. The present company may possibly included a little bit there.
Yes. Yes.
And if anyone wants to know more about that, then there's a great article on the Bill Simmons' website, Grantland, that kind of talks about the demise of Ric Flair. And I know Jake and everyone, the folks at $5 Wrestling, are heavily involved with the High Spots organization.
Yes, very heavily. Actually, I was even in on the deposition the day that happened, so I know that and was there to record a video record of it. Of course, it's all public knowledge now, and it's released to the public. If you dig deep enough, I believe you can find it. So it's out there.
Yeah, Freight Train is too an upstanding a citizen to be involved in depositions or owing anybody money or anything like that.
Oh no, definitely. And I think the only thing we've run into is when the little accident we had in Tennessee when I made the mistake of letting you drive for a little bit, Freight Train.
Oh no.
Yeah, do you remember that, Freight Train?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I was really tired, and Freight Train was the only one who was really awake. He was, doing a good job making sure everybody was awake, but we were real tired from our show in Indiana, and I let Freight Train take over for a while, and he was doing a real good job. He just got a little confused with the braking and accelerator. You want to kind of tell everybody what happened?
Yeah. See, I think I didn't put my feet on the brakes in time when I made that left turn to try to park, so Jeff Hart and War Dog and Caleb can get out and use the bathroom, give them something to drink. And I was trying to find the brakes. I couldn't stop them on time. The Jake told me about 2 times to stop. I messed around and hit that little gas thing right at the subway station.
You mean the propane tank?
Yeah, the propane tank.
We're lucky to be alive. That's all that matters, Freight Train, is we're alive.
Yeah, we're alive, but it didn't do no damage to the van. It just put a scratch to it, but the propane tank, dang, it bended up and stuff.
But we're real lucky on that one. But other than that, Freight Train's record's pretty clean. He's actually a really good driver, especially on the interstate.
Well, that's part of being in the wrestling business. Is everyone has a wrestling road story where they've almost gotten killed, or they've almost killed someone, or if you're Jim Cornette, you're yelling at some woman at the Dairy Queen. It's part of the wrestling business, right?
Okay, and Freight Train's been experiencing a lot of that recently. We've been to Indiana, we've been West Virginia, Southwest Virginia, South Carolina, going down to Miami real soon, and also probably heading up to New York and New Jersey in the summertime.
Well, that would be wonderful, because it would be, if you guys came up to Jersey. I'm based in D.C., so if you guys were to come relatively close, it would be an honor and a privilege. But we may not have to wait that long, because the Future Endeavors team, myself, Corey, and Don, the 3 of us here, we're actually meeting. We'll be together in the same place for the first time ever, coming up during WrestleMania weekend. But I know Freight Train, you've talked a little bit about it. You guys will be down at the Wrestle Reunion that weekend, and please tell our fans about it, because we have a lot of folks that A, will be down there for that weekend, and B, would love to run into you.
Yeah. Then Cole Cabell and Marty DeRosa are going to be down there live too.
Yeah,
well, I have no interest in talking to either one of those guys. We want to see Freight Train. I don't want to see Scotty Goldman. I want to see Freight Train.
Well, yeah, you're going to see Freight Train. Freight Train going to be down there all week for the wrestling reunion.
Yeah, basically Freight Train is going to be signing at all our events at the Saturday convention as well as the Sunday convention. He will be available, and of course his pictures and autographs and everything, just $5. And we're going to have Freight Train T-shirts. Also, there's a wrestling show being held at the Wrestle Reunion that features a lot of legends and stuff like that. But one of the matches that happened to be on the card is there's a certain wrestler that's kind of a long-standing veteran, and it seems like most long-standing veterans don't really like professional wrestling. They feel like we're making mockery of wrestling, and this veteran, Matt Classic, has a real problem with $5 wrestling. So I feel like who better than me to stand up for $5 wrestling and take on Matt Classic. And I'd like to have Freight Train in my corner. I asked Cole Cabana. He said he wouldn't be able to make it down there. I think he's trying to spend more time at his merch table. I mean, getting a Jewish man away from the merch table is near to impossible. But I'm going to have Freight Train in my corner for the wrestling show on that Saturday at the Wrestle Reunion. And then later on that night, we're going to do another $5 Wrestling Live. The one we did in Los Angeles is now out on DVD, but we're going to be, be the cheapest ticket in town like we were last year when we were in Atlanta for $5 Live. We're going to be doing $5 Live, and I'm going to have Freight Train there. I don't know quite what we're going to do with Freight Train, but he's going to make an appearance for all the good fans of $5 Wrestling. And then, of course, he's going to be at the Wrestle Reunion the next day. On that Sunday, right before WrestleMania, and me and Freight Train might mosey over there and check out the competition at WrestleMania.
So I just wanted to make sure that there's no confusion here, because that was something I was going to ask. You can confirm, Freight Train, that you will be at the $5 Wrestling Live on the Saturday night in Miami. Is that correct?
Correct.
We have been giving serious consideration to coming down. We're going to the Hall of Fame ceremony that night, but we have, we're big fans. We have ordered the second $5 Wrestling Live. We have the first one, and we would be very interested in coming down. But if you're going to be there, Freight Train, then I think that's kind of not even the cherry on top. This is like the gold that's being sprinkled on top of the cherry on top of the sundae. That's how exciting that is for us.
Yeah, that's good. And a lot of people say they think I would sell a place out better than the Rock and John Cena.
Oh, there's no doubt about it.
That was Corey, by the way. Corey's an enormous Freight Train fan. Corey's the actual reason why I got into watching $5 Wrestling, and we found out, the kind of stuff that you've been up to, and just how entertaining you are, from talking about R-Truth to breaking tables to putting Dynamite and the Sheik and lots of other people in their place. You have become a true wrestling legend for a lot of folks, and I'm sure that you're going to have an amazing time in Miami. Now, Jake, I would be careful in your match with Matt Classic. He may take out an infamous abdominal stretch or something and try to put you down.
I'm well aware, and of course I was in the area when he wrestled Jerry Lawler not too long ago. When he wrestled in South Carolina, I happened to be on that show, so I'm well aware of Matt Classic, and he kind of rubbed me the wrong way there. But I've got Freight Train in my corner, so I feel confident that I could probably pull out the victory and stuff like that. So, but more information on all the events at Wrestle Reunion, just go to WrestleReunion.com. We've got plenty of great guests and celebrities and stuff like that, and plenty of veterans that actually do like $5 wrestling, unlike Matt Classic. So please check us out. And Freight Train's going to be there all weekend, signing autographs, meeting fans. Come up, hang out with them if you guys want to. Maybe cut a little promo with him or get a picture with him. He's very accessible all week long. So
wonderful. Well, I feel like if we came, we'd bring enough $5 bills to where we could try to monopolize him for as much time as possible. It would be like when you go to the strip club and you find that one girl that you want to hold on to, so you just keep on bringing the dollar bills. That Freight Train, you are like the headliner in that strip club that we just can't have leave the champagne room.
Yeah.
Take that for what you want.
That's about all I can say. Normally the man isn't speechless, which I think you've just made him speechless.
Well, on that note, I want to thank both Freight Train and Jake. Thank you so much for your time. We know you're both very busy, and thank you so much. Thank you for all the great entertainment that you've given us, and continued success with $5 Wrestling. Great luck at Wrestle Reunion, WrestleReunion.com. We will definitely be checking out the live $5 Wrestling, and we hope to run into you guys, and we can continue this conversation in person.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Looking forward.
Thanks, guys. Have a great night.
You do too. Bye-bye.